Welcome to the Energy Upgrade podcast. Hey, I'm Vanessa, and I'm obsessed with all things health, energy, entrepreneurship, motherhood, and living my best life. I'm here to give you actionable steps in reclaiming your energy and reconnecting with your power. I'm a certified integrated health practitioner and kinesiologist. I spent the past decade with a focus on skin health and age prevention while co-founding a network of medical aesthetic clinics on the west coast of Canada. After healing myself from burnout, mold, heavy metal, and all the things, I'm back to my passion for health optimization, and I'm lucky enough to coach high-achieving women just like you in finding their energy and life force back. Transforming their life so they can step into the highest version of themselves has energized me and inspired me to bring to life this podcast. Here, I'll talk about detox, lifestyle, mindset, supplements, breathwork, parasites, and everything in between. I know you're so busy, so I keep it under 30 minutes. Thank you for being here. Cozy up and let's get started.
Your time is now. Your energy is your life force. You want to be able to magnetize your wellness streams. A liver detox is the fastest way to start healing. You can and you will.
Well, hello, beautiful women, and welcome back to the Energy Upgrade. This is Vanessa, and today I'm talking about something that passionates me, and I'm sure you already know this. We're episode 4, and I'm sure you've already picked up on this. Liver detoxification. Now, today I want to share 2 reasons why I think everyone needs to do a detox. And before I go into these reasons, I do want to clear the air a little bit and talk about the difference between a cleanse and a detox, because no, they are not the same. While people use these words sort of interchangeably, they're actually quite different. So let's start maybe with a juice cleanse. So a juice cleanse essentially means that you are refraining from eating whole food nutrition. So you're only eating liquid, right? So juices. And so the benefits of a juice cleanse are really to give your digestive system a break. So it's giving it a break from having to break down foods. And so it's much easier on your digestive tract. Now, what it doesn't do is it doesn't actually detox. It doesn't eliminate toxins. And so that's why sometimes when you do a juice cleanse, if some of you have already tried it, you might feel really miserable on it. Like you might have headaches and you might find yourself really irritable. And that's because you're not necessarily supporting your liver in eliminating toxins. All you're doing is giving your digestive system a break. So I do think there's a time and a place for a juice cleanse. I personally like to approach cleanses like this more on a 24 to 48 hour basis. I find that after that, it's actually really hard to maintain and sustain, and your body starts to really nutritionally need more nutrients. But that's just my personal opinion. So if you do a juice cleanse, that's great. If that works for you, that's great. If you feel good on it, beautiful. Now, you should still consider a liver detoxification because they do 2 separate things. So the liver detox, like the word says it's really there to support your liver in shedding, eliminating, excreting more toxins out of your body. So a detox can be done, a liver detox like this can be done over 7, 14, or 21 days max. And the idea is really to just reset and remove harmful toxins that we tend to accumulate in our body. And these toxins, often what they do, if you've listened to episode 1, where I talk about the rain barrel, is they just fill up your rain barrel and start causing random symptoms, whether it is weight gain, dry skin, bloating, poor sleep, mood disorders, hormone disbalances. All of these can really start to bog down your system. And if we support the liver the right way with the proper protocol, we actually can lift these symptoms and really do a reset. So for me, the liver detoxification is really what got me unstuck. When I was at my most maybe unwell, I did a 21-day detox at the time. And that was my first experience doing an actual liver detox. I had done fasting and liver and cleanses before, but never a detox like this. And it was life-changing, seriously. And that's why I'm so passionate and obsessed by it, because I thought, well, absolutely everybody needs to know about this. This is so life-changing. It really got me unstuck. And it's the one thing nobody had ever mentioned to me. And now it's the critical piece. It's the cornerstone of how I treat and help my clients. I cannot do any work with them if we don't start with a detox. It's that important. And so the detox that I like is a protocol done by Dr. Stephen Cabral. It's by the company called EquiLife. And the reason why I love this protocol is because it's the simplest, yes, most fully rounded I could find. It involves 3 products. One is your daily nutritional support, which is your shake, and 2 bottles of supplements. One that is really focusing on providing you high levels of Ayurvedic herbs, really designed to support the elimination of those toxins. And another one designed with really high concentrations of antioxidants, amino acids, all the things that we know will support your detoxification. And really, in a nutshell, I'm not going to spend too much time going through the protocol, but essentially what you're doing when you're detoxing like this and really supporting the liver is you start the protocol with a 48 hours of fasting. Now, you're not fasting completely in the sense that you're allowed to have a very small amount of the shake 4 times a day. And the shake will provide you all the micronutrients, so vitamins and minerals and electrolytes that you need to be able to process this excess amount of toxins that gets released so that you don't feel miserable. And the reason why I love this protocol so much is because it's really designed for people like us, high achieving women. We don't have time to go do a water fast for 7 days in a cave and exclude ourselves from everything else around so that we can have this deep fasting. While there are some benefits to that, and it is on my to-do list to be able to do that one day, I do think that starting with something that's more approachable, completely achievable, that can be weaved into your lifestyle is the best way to go, because guess what? You'll stick to it. You'll have results. You'll be able to be successful, and it'll create momentum for you. So I'm a huge fan of that. So once you've done the 48 hours, then you reintroduce whole food starting day 3 at lunch. And that's really easy starting from there. Day 3 to day 7, what you do is you have a vegan lunch. So a large salad or soup with a vegan protein, because we're trying to go for a low inflammatory diet. And then at night, you're having a healthy protein with some veggies. And so it's super easy and doable. We do want to stay away from dairy, anything processed, so processed meat, processed food, crackers, pasta, all those things. We do want to stay away from grains, from all the top allergens, so eggs, nuts. We want to stay away from sugar, coffee, alcohol, of course. And so all we do is we refocus our nutrition on really what our body needs to thrive, which is primarily vegetables, greens, and wild fish, some vegan proteins like chickpeas and lentils and hummus, all the yummy things, and some pasture-raised poultry. We do stay away from red meat because we know it does create more inflammation. Although it is good to have it, once or twice a week during the detox, we do stay away from it. And we also stay away from fruits simply because it's not that fruits are not good. It's simply because we're really aiming to regulate our blood sugar during the detox as well. And we can easily reach that without the big spikes of natural sugar in the fruits. So that's what the detox involves in a nutshell. But now I really want to talk to you about why we all need it, right? Now that you know what it is, you know the difference between a cleanse, the reasons why we do need to detox is first one is, if you're a human living on this planet, well, newsflash, we live in a toxic world, unfortunately. And I don't want, and I have no desire, no plans of living in a bubble. And I know you don't either. And so the reality is we're exposed. We're exposed to toxins from the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe. And it's those that are invisible, they're invisible, and we know there's quite a bit. In fact, the World Health Organization listed more than 144,000 man-made chemicals in 2021. And so I bet you this list has grown already. We're in 2023 now, and it's kind of growing by the minute. Those man-made chemicals, half of them we know there's published literature on this, are cancer causing, yet they're still allowed. And that's a topic for another day. Don't get me started on that one. But so here we are in a toxic world. That's a fact. And so what can we do instead of feeling depleted and giving it a negative spin? I like to look at it and feeling empowered. Knowledge is power, like I always say. So knowing this, knowing that we live in a toxic world, and knowing that I have no plans on stopping my life and just and staying at home and hiding away under the carpet. I don't want to do that. So what do? I do a detox. The detox is what brings me the safety net. I know that I can empty my rain barrel, and I do it every season personally. So every 3 to 4 months, I empty my rain barrel. And then that way, I know I don't give it a chance to reach that point where it's going to overfill, which is when we start to see the formation of disease. So I don't want to get there. So what do? I detox on a seasonal basis, and that allows me to keep my rain barrel empty. Otherwise, it's bound to overfill. Like it's just what's going to happen, unfortunately. And yes, our liver is a natural detoxifying organ, and it does do some detoxification all the time, but it was never designed to deal with 144 man-made chemicals. Imagine, that includes even microplastic. So I'm going to give you an analogy here if you're still kind of not convinced. So imagine your liver is like a car air filter, right? We know that these air filters, they need to be changed because they get congested, all plugged up. And so we do change it from time to time. Obviously, we're not going to be able to change our liver, but we'll be able to clean it up. Because like the car air filter, it does get congested and clogged up. Imagine how microplastic alone can do that. And so the liver detoxification is the fastest and quickest way, safest way also to get rid of these toxins and excrete them out of your system. Out with the old, I always say. And by using this specific diet, by using the specific supplements in this protocol, what we're doing is we're really supporting phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. Now, I won't go into the details and the science of that because I'll get you bored. But all you need to know is phase 1 of the liver detoxification process is what allows these toxins to become fat soluble. And then phase 2 actually turns these fat soluble molecules into water soluble molecules so that now you can excrete them. They actually can leave the body through sweat, through breathing, through you going to the bathroom. This is how those toxins move out of the body. And that's why detoxing allows you to do that in a quick, fast way. Within a short amount of time, we're kind of dialing it up, getting it out. And the amount of relief and energy that you get after is just, it's unbelievable. You kind of have to experience it for yourself. So that was the first reason why we all need to detox, is the mere fact that we're living on this planet is enough of a reason. Now, the second thing is, I've said this before, but your symptoms, whether you have one or multiple, are not normal. We have to stop normalizing feeling tired, feeling uncomfortable in our own skin, feeling like we're getting old. We have to stop doing that. We're doing ourselves a massive disservice, especially as women. We have big dreams to chase here. Like, we're on a mission. We cannot be slowed down by these symptoms. So a liver detoxification is this massive help that can come and kind of get you unstuck. It's like the line in the sand. Once you do a detox, you do not ever want to go back to how you felt before. And so it creates this wonderful momentum. It propels you forward. It opens the path to natural healing for your body to rebalance itself. And just for fun, I'm going to list here some symptoms that you may be experiencing. Maybe it's daily, maybe it's once a week, a couple times a month. And most of the time we don't think much of these. We kind of think, oh, well, it is what it is. But I want to read you some, and hopefully, the light bulb will go on. Like, none of these should be normalized. Okay, so I'm just going to throw a few at you. Sinus congestion upon waking, headaches here and there, itchy ears, cracked lips, corner of the mouth, joint pain, acne, bleeding gums when you brush your teeth, night sweats, nightmares, tired upon waking, bloating, constipation, brain fog, ADD, ADHD, allergies, food intolerance, anxiety, low mood, apathy. None of these are normal. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay to have an off day here and there, especially if you're fighting something. Here in Canada in the winter, of course, those days happen more often. It's normal. We know that there's something going on and our body needs to fight, and that's normal to feel off. But it's not normal to feel any of these symptoms, even just one of them, all the time on a chronic basis. And when I say chronic, it could be that they show up every month, they show up every week, or they show up every day. It doesn't matter at which range. None of them should be there. There's a reason your body is talking to you. And so if you experience any of these, and if you're a human, then a liver detox is completely indicated. And it can be that one thing you've been looking for that can get you unstuck. I see, like I've mentioned before, all my clients, we always start by detoxing. I will not start any other protocol, whether it is parasites cleanse, heavy metal, candida, SIBO, anything else, without doing a detox first and foremost. We need to make sure the system is well oiled. We need to make sure it's been declogged. We need to make sure it's running smoothly and it's able to perform its most basic functions before we throw more at the body. It only makes sense when you really think of it. So it's emptying the rain barrel. Less is more is often my approach at the very beginning, especially if you're really feeling stuck and overwhelmed, low energy, and you have a lot of these symptoms. There's no point in trying to add more. You do not want to add more. We're actually needing to remove on all levels. But primarily the detox can help you do that really fast. 7 days is all you need as a commitment to create a massive change. Now, in closing, I do want to talk about who should not be doing a detox. There's just a few people that should not be doing it. The first one is anybody pregnant or breastfeeding. And the reason is simple. You're creating a human right now, or you're growing a human. You do not need to shed more toxins. We don't want to dump more toxins on them, right? So all you need to do right now is focus on the task at hand. And once you're done breastfeeding, detoxing can be so wonderful to actually help with all these hormonal changes and postpartum feelings. It can really help to shed whatever you've accumulated during your pregnancy, during breastfeeding. We do accumulate quite a bit. And so it's a good idea, in fact, to shed that after you're done breastfeeding. Other cases are if you have a history of eating disorder, type 1 diabetes, liver, kidney disease, gallbladder conditions. All of these, I've actually worked with some clients that were in that spectrum. It's just we need a bit more personalization. We'll need to customize the detox a little bit, making the protocol more achievable, more reasonable for you. So it's doable, but it does require some customization. And so if you have any of these conditions, the best step is always to speak with your physician first, and then speak with your health coach and see how it can be customized so that it's actually doable for you, because it is. I've worked with people with history of eating disorder, missing gallbladder, all the things, and we can achieve wonderful results. Now, I hope I was able to convince you and share my passion on how this detox can be a game changer in you reclaiming your energy and your health. If you have any other questions about the detox, chances are you probably have. I've created a page with all the frequently asked questions I've received. And so I will include that in the show notes. You can go and see it, whether, should I be keeping my medications? Do I need to take other supplements? Can I use plant-based milk during the detox? Can I chew gum? All these things, all the questions are answered on the FAQ page. And if you're in Canada, you can now buy this protocol from me directly so that you skip the customs and the shipping fees that are, up there. And I include on top of that, when you buy it from me, a mini course where I give you daily guidance in preparation. So 8 days before and during the detox, you get videos and tips from me, recipes, and lots of ideas to make sure that you are well prepared and to make sure that this is a smooth and successful experience. My goal is for you to have the best time detoxing. Maybe not in the first 2 days. I'm not going to lie. Those can be challenging when you're fasting. But after that, I want you to enjoy that new energy, that refreshed feeling, so that you feel inspired to do it every season like me, to do it again and again, so that you keep your rain barrel empty. Now, I'm going to keep it at that for today. I think I've shared a lot of information. I want to thank you, high achieving woman, for being here. This has been such a great journey so far, and I can't wait to continue to impart more ideas, suggestions, and tips to help you get more energy. I want to say that I see you. Many of you are messaging me with your stories, and I see you because I am you. I've been through it too. I know exactly what you need to move the needle, get you some results, get you that precious energy back so that you can magnetize your wildest dreams and really tap into that highest version of yourself. Because you know what? I can hear it. It's knocking at the door. It just is so ready. It's so ready. And all you need is to take that first aligned action. As always, if this episode was helpful to you, if you learned a few things, feel free to share with anybody that you'd love to detox with. I am all about finding detox buddies for accountability. And of course, share it on your favorite social media platform, message me, DM me, put any comments here. I love to read you. And if ever you feel compelled, if this information is proven to be helpful to you, of course, leaving a review is really what helps me going and continuing to offer this information for free. And yeah, I thank you so much. And I'm extremely grateful for you being here week after week. And I can't wait to see you again next week. Have a wonderful day. Hey, beautiful women. If the tips and tricks I'm sharing here on the show are getting you inspired, excited about the possibility of feeling like yourself again, maybe it's time we hop on a call. Did you know I offer free 30-minute discovery calls to anyone being curious about my health coaching approach, but most importantly, anyone feeling like their time is now? If you're feeling like you've had enough, it's time to turn things around, well, let's chat. Find the link in the show notes and let's meet. The information shared on this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't provide any medical advice. Vanessa Grutman does not cure, diagnose, or treat disease. Please consult your physician before trying any new protocol or product.